Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Large Stowe Outdoor Wall Sconce. This is the 32054. Two smaller sizes before this. Also some great hanging pendants from the ceiling and a post light, so check them all out. Let's get into the size of the fixture to begin with. 14.8 inches overall height. The width on it is coming in at 18.4. Projection from the wall coming out is 20.2. It is 18.8 pounds. That's going to be inclusive of the fixture and the glass. The mounting height, and that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your junction box. That is coming in at 4.4. And the back plate on it is 8.9 by 7.4. I want to show you a little bit more information about this. How we're going to do it is to take a quick look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, which is going to be the fixture itself, the beautiful piece of hand blown glass, very thick on the bottom, crystal clear. And then it's also going to show you a mounting bracket that's going to go onto here, onto your junction box. So take advantage of those line drawings. They always show you the inside of the back of this, and you might want to see this, or your installer might want to see that as well. Okay, let's get into what you can get out of this as far as lamping goes. It's going to be using a medium base screw-in bulb, which is very simple. We all grew up with this, facing down obviously. And this is called an E26 in case you care. But it's really just a regular porcelain socket. So the recommended bulb for this is going to be an A19, and that's just a regular size light bulb we grew up with. You all know these. They've been around forever. So an A19, for an incandescent, if you want to stick with an incandescent, you can go up to 100 watts in this fixture, but I don't think you need to because there's so many great LEDs out in the world for you to use. So if you do want to go LED, there's a couple things you can do. So this is the old school LEDs, the first ones that came out. Because you're going to have clear glass on this and you're going to be able to see the bulb at some point, possibly, I probably wouldn't go for this. And these are kind of outdated anyway. There's better ones that are out there that are newer, faster, everything. And this is a phosphorus clear one. So these come in like a 40 watt equivalent, 60 watt equivalent, 75 watt equivalent. I can find this bulb in a 100 watt equivalent pretty easy, so I would probably go for that. The color of the light coming out of these is going to be offered to you in all kinds of different ways. So we talk about that in all these videos. 2700 Kelvin, super yellow light like a setting sun, which can be very pretty and romantic in a situation where maybe you do want to have the ability to dial this down and be like candlelight. That would be like a porch, around your pool, back deck, places you're going to be hanging out like an outdoor room. That is where you might want to get a dimmable version of 2700 Kelvin. Way on the other side of that is daylight. Daylight sounds like a warm light, like sunlight, but it is not. That is a bluish white light, like you walked into a gas station or a waiting room or an overcast day, something like that. That's 4000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom is warm white, soft white, and that is what that's the same kind of warmth you would get from an incandescent bulb we grew up with, and that's going to be 3000 Kelvin. Light coming down on this table is 3000 Kelvin from these LEDs above, warm white, soft white. If I'm going to be using this outside, like on, let's say, flanking garage doors or by a front door, I'm not going to care if it's dimmable or not, and I'm probably going to go for a 3000 Kelvin in that situation, just so you know. A couple other things. So if you want to see what this looks like on your project, on your building, on your house, any of those places, send us an image of that and then just tell us you're looking at the 32054. And we can take our powerful AI tools, we can take this fixture, put it into your image, send it back to you as a rendering. It doesn't cost you a thing. You get a chance to see what this looks like on your building before you do anything. So it's a great opportunity for you. And then if you're in the state of California and you are pulling permits, and this is just if you're pulling permits for new construction or renovation, and the building supervisor or electrical contractor or the inspector is coming out to see you and is going to check and see what you're doing, California has a thing called Title 24 compliancy, which means that you have to use, in most cases, this socket, which is very different than this socket. So this has these little spaces for these little prongs to go into on a GU24 bulb setup. If you're in this situation, what I would do is just contact us and we can kind of go through what you could do to get around this or to even use this. We do it as a custom, so you might want to talk to your contractor about that before you're doing that. But again, it's only if you're pulling permits for new construction or renovation in the state of California. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft-grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with a picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus, you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.